Welcome to 30-minute Buns and Guns. You've got lots of space for your movement side to side, forward and back. You've got some hand weights to add intensity if you choose, and modify your exercises. If I go too high and you don't want to go as high, or if I don't go high enough, you can always add more intensity through heavier weights, going deeper into your squats or lunges, not so much going faster. So we always get more workout when we're under load. If we go a little slower, it's time under tension. So that's how we intensify our workouts in this class. If you don't have hand weights, then you can improvise by putting cans into bags or hang on to detergent bottles. So go find what you have around if you don't have hand weights close by. And you can do the entire class without. So we're going to warm it up. Start marching on the spot. Deep breath in. Let it go. And up. And out. So today is Tuesday after a long weekend, Labor Day, so hopefully you had a great weekend. Still really nice weather today. So maybe you're doing this outside. Or maybe you've decided to do this another day. Maybe it's time to turn off the computer and go outside. So you don't have to stick around if it's nicer outside. Make your march a little bigger, arms going forward and back. Keeping those shoulders back, chest nice and open. As you breathe deeply, you'll feel the heart rate start to increase and the blood flow starts increasing and going to all of those muscles that might have just been sitting still all morning if you've been seated at a desk. And when you're ready, taking it to a jog. I'm starting my first jog with my knees coming forward. If you don't like that impact level, you keep it at your march. Couple more here. And bring it down. Getting ready to go into jacks. Full range of motion with the arms. And again, this is your higher impact version, where both feet come off the ground at the same time. And you land with soft feet, slightly bent knees. If you want the low impact version, you're going to step it out side to side, one leg at a time. Choose your level, mix it up, go up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. And into our squats. So again, as we do this in our first round, we're practicing our form. So the feet aren't glued together, they're slightly apart under your knees. As we go into our squat, we push the hips back. What we don't want to do though is fold forward. We want to keep the chest open, shoulders back. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Back to a march or a jog. And this time, bringing my heels up to my buns. And again, you'll feel your breathing starting to increase. We always want to be able to talk through our classes, so never getting so out of breath that we can't speak. 4, 3, 2, last one. Instead of jacks, we're going to do a heel touch to the front. Taking it down, just touch those heels, don't slam them in. And if we want the high impact version, we can jump as we switch those legs. Push out, push, push. 4, 3, 2, Last one. And into wide squats, just to get a little taste of what we want to experience when we go into this move under load. So at our lowest point, we're checking to see that we can always see our toes beyond our knees. And again, we've got those shoulders pulled back, chest open, and we're squeezing through the legs. Engage the core. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's just do a couple of rolls back with the arms and go forward. Shake it out. Okay, picking up my heavier set of weights. And again, it's all personal to you, what level you're working with. Going into front lunges. Alternate your foot. Once you land the front foot, change it from a forward motion to a down and up, so that we don't send the knee over the front toes. Bicep curls. Curl up, push back. Keeping it slow, so we actually pause a little bit and then push back. And that little pause makes the muscles work just a little harder because they're stopping us and then getting us going again. Good. Up, down. Good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, now we're going to go one side, then the other side. Squat out, bring it in. Before we add the arms, let's focus on all the muscles in the legs that we want to be squeezing, focused on. Squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes when you stand up. Out wide. Watch your foot placement. Knees don't go past your toes. Hang those weights. Down. Down. And again, if you can, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Try to come to a complete pause, then back. Out and pause, and back. Turn your hands, and we're going to go up, switch arms. Good. Feeling it in the glutes, that's where I'm feeling it. We don't want to go too fast, we want those arms to be controlled. Squeeze in, squeeze in. One more. Good. All right. Turning sideways. Keep those knees slightly bent. Hinge forward. Keep that back flat. Extend the arms. Row elbows up. Squeeze in. Extend the arms. And stand tall. Over. Row. Extend and squeeze. Over. Row. Extend and squeeze. Really squeeze the glutes and inner thighs as you stand. And up, over, row, squeeze up. Good. Squeeze harder, squeeze harder. One more. Good. Shake out the feet and land them in the same spot under your hips. And start to squat. So it's a closed leg squat, toes pointing straight ahead in the same direction as your knees and your nose. If you want to add more work with the arms, we go shoulder press, shoulder stand. Shoulder press up, slightly forward. I should be able to see my weights through the entire move. We're going slow enough that we can get a full extension. Feel the stretch through the side of the waist. One more time. Up. Good. Combining those moves together. Over row, deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, deadlift up, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, hinge at the hips, elbows high, row, deadlift, squeeze, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, hinge, row, deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row. Don't lock those knees. Deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row. Deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand, and up. Great job. Okay, I'm going to hang on to one weight. It's one of my heavier ones. But again, you switch it up. So I've got a long stance, slight sideways turn so you can see, long stance. And I'm going to lift my weights across my body and up and come down, wood chopper. So up and then bring it down and chop the wood. Up and down and up and down. The rotation through the spine. Take your time to get a nice long extension up and control it when it comes down. And again, we are not going forward and back with the legs. It's down and up. Last one. Excellent. Changing legs. We're going to reach it up and across and then come down, chop the wood. Up and down. Do a couple of really slow so you get used to how you need to hang on to the weight, how slowly you want to go as that weight comes down. Resist against just dropping it down. Keep it controlled. Lost my balance there. Up and down. And then you'll be in a rhythm here, up and down and up. Again, rotation through the spine. Core engaged. 2 and 1. Okay. Going to my lighter weights, and please take a drink anytime you need to. Have your water bottle close. Starting to touch back, touch back, touch back, touch back. So if I'm going on the left side, my left arm goes forward, my left leg goes back. Keep everything on the same side. Palms up. Extend that arm with or without the weight. Keeping it about belly button height. There we go. Starting to rock a little bit back and forth. Maybe a deeper squat in the middle. We touch back. We squeeze down the back of the leg. And if you'd like to, take it into a lift. The only way that lift happens is that big squeeze. Glutes, hamstring, out, out. Good. Squeeze. Core tight. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Tapping it out side to side. Now we're going to take one arm up to reach and curl down. Reach up, curl down, up and down. Get a nice long extension. Stretch the side of your waist. Up and down. When you come down, bring in the left leg. So the weight's in my right hand, left leg's coming in. It's like you're squatting and trying to put the weight on the ground. Deeper squat. More intensity if you'd like. Push up, lift the leg out. 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 Keep pushing that hand. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Ready to go second side. Tap it out. So weight's in my left hand. Pushing up and down. First part of the move, I feel the stretch through the left side of my body. It's quickly going to go away. As I add in this extra move, down towards the floor, start to bring in my right foot. Now I squat. Tall, squat low, stand tall. Lift it up. Lift it up. Feel the muscles. Left side of your torso. Outer left. Muscles. Left leg. There we go. 4. Keep the shoulders back. 3, 2. Really, really good. Okay. This one really doesn't matter what weight you have in your hands. Land those feet so that you've got good balance underneath you, so good base. We're going to lift up and over and then come around front. So as we lift up, the left arm crosses in front of the face, and as we bring it forward, right arm crosses. So left arm, go behind, right arm, come front. Left arm behind, right arm in front. So more intensity here would be a bigger movement, taller with the arms, making sure the core is engaged and you're not locking the legs. One more. All right. We'll do the reverse way in a few minutes. Wide stance into a wide squat before we add legs. Focus on squeezing the buns, the glutes, and the inner thighs. And now alternating this to the front. Shoulder height. Lift. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Good. You can do both arms together if it's in your practice. If you're not going to start engaging and swaying to the back. Squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze the glutes. 2 and 1. Stand up. Now, I promised you the second side. So again, find a strong base. Last time I went over to my right, so now I'm going to go to my left. So the right arm comes in front and over, and then the left arm comes over in front. Right arm, left arm. Right arm over, left arm coming back. And again, more intensity. It's not so much about the weight. It's about a bigger move. Tall with the arms. Make your circle bigger. 2 more. Keep that core engaged. 1 more. Great. Alrighty, grab a drink. Keep those legs just shaking out. Going with my lighter weights again, wide squat. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Bring it in and out. And in and out. Nice and slow. Look at those elbows. Try to keep them straight across in line with your shoulders. If you find you're dropping down and maybe doing your bicep curls down here, do the move without weights. Out. Squeeze those legs as you stand up. Good. 4, 3, 2. Keep the legs going. Just hang the weights for a minute. Good. When you're ready. In. So bending at the elbows. Lower part of your arm is moving. Trying to keep the elbow shoulder height through the entire move. Shoulders back. Squeeze those legs. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Finishing those moves for the arms, we want to hit the tricep. I'm going to do it this way. So bend the knees, hinge forward, lock those elbows up. So similar to what we were doing in our over row, we're just going to hold here with the tricep. Push back. Good. So pretend those elbows are pinned to the ceiling. As the hand comes down with the weights, the elbows don't move. Good. Feeling it in the back of the upper arm. Core engaged. Out and in. Out and in. Push back. Can you do 4 more? Elbows high. Hang in there. Keep them up. 2. One more time. Good. Bring the weights down. Another quick drink. Ready for some balance work and then stretching out those legs. So our first balance move is the pendulum. So make sure you've got a stable base on one foot. Bend that knee on the standing leg. Lift so the toes pull back to your nose. Bring it down slowly. Pass over the floor, touch if you need to, and then lift to the back. Pass over the floor, touch if you need to. So your challenge is not to touch. And then as you get used to this move, it's not about going faster. It's about increasing the range of the move. So maybe we lean a bit more and we lift the leg a little higher to the back. We don't do a whole lot of leaning when the leg comes to the front. Arms are out for balance. And as we do, wobble a little bit. Try to ground that standing foot a bit more. And if you've locked that knee, make sure it goes back to a soft position. Last one on this side. Good. Ready to go second side. So notice what we're working. The standing leg is doing lots of stabilizing. The core is tight. So again, we're going to do a couple here with no lean. What do we need from that standing foot? Press all of your toes down. Press the heel down, the ball of your foot, inside, outside of the foot. Get really good contact. And then when you're ready, you can add more intensity, more range with the leg, more leaning forward with the upper body. Eyes focused on one thing that's not moving will help with your balance. And if you lock out that knee, soften it again. One more. Seeing if I can do it or not. Excellent. Good. Stand on that first side again. Lift the knee and bring it down. Touch if you need to. Or try the challenge of not touching. Standing knee soft. Adding a bit of rotation. Rotation and down. You can even add again that leg to the side. If you like that move earlier, you can do a few more here. Really need a tight core and a stable standing leg with a soft knee. 2 and 1. Remember, balance is so important as we age. And it's funny because when you say as we age, people think, oh, she's talking to the really older cohort of any class. And no, we're all aging. We're all constantly aging. So we should at all times be working on balance. Good. That's when we get the work, when you start to lose your balance and you attempt to correct. And don't think it's a failure if you have to put the foot down. There you go. 4, 3, 2, keep that knee soft. Last one, bring it down. Inhale. And out. And up. And out. Stretching it out, hands come above your head. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Try and pull the torso right off your hips. Arms off your shoulders. Nice and long. And bring it forward. Thumbs pointing up. Looking at palms of your hands. Stretch out. And feeling that stretch through the shoulders, up your back. Nice and tall. Can you get taller? Good. Bring it down, shake it out. Grab those hands down here and flip your palms so that when you bring them up in front, you're looking at the back of your hands. Thumbs pointing down. And then with the heel of each palm, press forward and stretch the back of your arms. And again, can you stand taller? Sometimes as we focus on stretching other body parts, we start to compress the spine and get a little lower. So always working on being as tall as you can be. Bring it down. Stretch and bring that bicep by your ear, elbow pointing up, free hand. Just a little support here. Not pushing, not pulling. Some people even like to go across. Wherever you feel this stretch in the back of the upper arm. Bring it out, other side. And shake it out. Getting ready for our stretch for our legs. So toes pointing in the same direction, but the feet are a little bit wide apart. And then we've got a nice long stride. So we can lean into the front thigh, still seeing our front toes. We can reach one arm and get a stretch down that whole side of our body so that the right leg is back, the right arm is forward. And if you've got a tight core and this is safe for your back, you can do both arms out. Focus on the leg, press the heel down and keep the knee soft. And bring both arms back if they were out, shoulders over your hips, up onto the ball of your foot. Tuck and press. And if you'd like to, sink down and you'll feel more intensity. Hip flexor and quads. Cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring it down. Step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Pivot onto your front heel. Bring those toes back towards your nose. Still keeping the shoulders open. We can even reach out one arm and help us sit down a little bit further. And roll through. Second side. Long stride. Feet apart for a stable base. Engage your core as you lean forward. Optional one arm, optional both arms. Still taking in nice deep breaths. Your heart rate's coming down. Bring both arms in, shoulders back, up onto the ball of the back foot. Tuck, press forward, maybe sink down. Put your hands in your back pockets. Squeeze those shoulder blades, elbows together behind you. Release, step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Sit back, pivot up onto the heel. Front foot. We can reach down. We can press out. Sit back a little more. Toe down, roll through. Last stretch for the quads. So balance or lean on something. Take the balance out. We're going to grab onto that foot. Try to keep your thighs close together and not coming out to the side. So you might do that for a bit of a balance correction and then try and get them close again. Press your hips forward. Squeeze your buns. And feel the stretch again. A little bit in the hip flexor, but mostly in the quads. Bring it down. Switch. Press. Bring it down. Inhale. One more. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Have a nice short week. Take care.